Yes, sir.
Boys, I need my rent, and I need it now.
Oh,
You're in arrears?
We don't.
You're going to be out on the street. I don't want to be unfair, but time is up. Right now. I want a check, certified, from the bank, and I want it delivered to me personally by one of you. I don't want any fooling around here anymore. Rent. Tomorrow. And don't be late. Do not be late.
All right, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Well, guys, what are we going to do about this rent?
I don't know, but if somebody back in my day were to talk to me like he just did, I would have punched him right in his face. But nowadays, you got all this political correctness and shit. And get charged with assault. I mean, what's up with that?
Yeah, knock him out, won't pay the rent, dude.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You can always throw some pot for some quick cash.
Go some pot?
Or a quick shipment from Colombia, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, we know what you mean.
You know what you mean, man. The sniff, but nowadays, man, you know how far you gotta shove that stuff up your ass so the dogs don't sniff it? And then get it across the border, and if you get caught, the consequences are severe.
So what are we gonna do about this grumpy ass landlord and his grumpy ass face?
Any more ideas, guys?
Yeah. Any more ideas?
How about prostitution? I'm down with selling myself. There's a lot of women ladies that would love to get a piece of this. What's up?
You gotta be louder.
Hey baby, what's up? You're looking for a good time? Wanna do something?
How much?
$100.
Oh, that's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Alright, get it.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright.
As tempting as that sounds, I don't know, man. There's way too many diseases nowadays. No offense, but STIs, STDs, too risky. Too risky.
True,
You
true.
lived to the 70s, man. Didn't you catch a few in your decade?
No. I craps for a week, though.
Oh,
She was worth it. It's all good.
Oh, as long as you were.
Hey, let's form a band, guys. We could all paint our faces, do some crazy stuff, eat bats. We'll be making millions. Yeah, let's go do this.
Good luck, rock star.
Yeah.
You can't just dress up and hop up on stage. You gotta be like the good guys back then. Like, you know, they would inspire political movements with their lyrics, and like there's all kinds of political propaganda embedded in their lyrics. You gotta be like classic rock star.
Those guys were great. Whatever happened to them?
I whip my. Oh, well, they overdosed on drugs, most of them, and the smart ones, they adapted to social changes.
Yeah, a few of them. The really smart ones, I guess. But I guess, yeah, there's a few of them out there. There's Ozzy. There's
Yeah, the guy who bit the head off a bat.
Yeah.
Ozzy, yeah, right on that guy.
Yeah, still on TV.
Okay, boys, let's get back to topic. What are we going to do about this rent?
I have an idea. You know, we can all put in $5 and have Xbox tournament. Kill some Nazi zombies on Call of Duty.
Oh, we're gonna kill this, man. Nazi zombies. We're gonna.
Let's do this, man.
Yeah, man.
We got this shit. You better not die, man. I'll actually like get so mad at you. That's it. You're done.
Oh man,
You're so dumb. Oh.
This is on Xbox.
It's Xbox.
You guys don't know what an Xbox is?
Xbox.
It's a game console.
No, man. No idea.
Fuck.
No idea.
No idea, really.
No idea.
Funny.
Man, we could just put out an Xbox tournament. We could kill zombies, solve our problems.
Nah. All these singers nowadays have their own clothing line. How hard can it be? We can make some clothes, make some money, and we can have some fashion trends from the 80s.
Fashion label.
Yeah.
Nah, screw that. I think I have a better idea that'll top that though. Fashion show.
Fashion show. Yeah.
Fashion show.
We can all dress up differently. Like, you know, each representing whatever era we came from. And we'll see who wins. Let them judge, let the audience judge, and I think people will pay to see it.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. There's a lot of rich snobby people come at fashion show. We'll be a bigger rent. Yeah, have the mula mula.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Down to the fashion show. Yeah.
started putting up posters, starting to promote for the event, and we'll just finish up setting up the actual logistics of the fashion show, and then we'll tag up with them after.
Sounds good.
Sounds
Let's
good.
get
So
started.
for the 60s, I guess that's where I'm from, in Japan. It was referred to as the swinging 60s by most of us. We had the Vietnam War, which caused a lot of civil unrest and developed the anti-war movement.
Vietnam War, man. Nobody knows about that stuff. Like nowadays, Vietnam War.
What do you mean? It's part of your history,
People
man.
barely remember the World War II.
It's part of your history. It's me and some of my friends died for your freedoms. How do you feel about that?
Now I remember back that time. Now
Can you put this guy in his place?
I know. This guy's in the 2000s. You would know about that.
Yeah, you're just too young, man. You're just too young.
Alright, I guess
Whatever,
you can
whatever.
in there as long as it's a good cause. I
It's a
understand.
good cause. Trust me. All right. We also had the JFK assassination,
What's that?
which JFK, you know, John F. Kennedy, American president.
You got shot. You got popped.
Yeah.
For speaking the freedoms of America.
He knew too much.
Words.
He knew too much, and
they
basically-
killed him.
And they killed him right after for knowing too much and spreading too much that he maybe shouldn't have been talking about in public.
So how they kill him? Like a drive-by? Like
No, they sniped him.
sniped
Took his
him.
head right off.
Yeah, he
No
was
way.
riding around in a convertible.
I gotta.
Just
I
got
think it's on YouTube.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you know. Check that out later. Let's get back to our. Okay, there was also the Martin Luther King Jr., which inspired the civil rights movement back in the 60s, which was a huge change. Him and Rosa Parks
Yes.
basically inspired a whole generation to.
The Black Power movement. They were
Yeah.
trying to establish that, whereas there would be street wars in California, and that was all abolished. The freedoms of the black, having equality in
Yeah.
America.
You still saw a lot of it in the southern states, but I mean, eventually, I mean, still today you get a lot of that.
Yes.
Because of Martin Luther King, we have Black History Month in our
Yeah.
schools and colleges still. Black
February,
History,
yeah.
right.
See,
Black
you know
History Month.
something. Finally.
Yeah, that's another where I'm
Alright.
from.
Feminist movement also came out of the 70s. Well, actually started a little earlier, 50s and 60s when, actually the 40s, sorry.
Yes.
When
Right to
most
vote.
of the men were off at war, women had to start working in the factories, and then so they started the feminist movements back then. They became really big in the 60s, and then, you know, with women having the right to vote,
And
and
you got the whip, eh?
no whips. No whips. There was also the Hispanic and Chicano movement in the 60s with a lot of the immigrants coming in to the States, and they were often stereotyped
Yes.
and not offered equal opportunities. I mean, even today, but I mean, back then that's when the Hispanic Chicano movement started. And also the New Left part of politics, which basically showed a Marxism perspective to post-war America. And in Canada, we saw the federal government develop the welfare state, which came out of the neoliberalism movement, which was mostly inspired by the state or controlled by the U.S. But a lot of the countries that were in power, I guess all the powerful countries, started the neoliberalism across most of the world.
That's when it started, the welfare
Welfare
checks.
state,
Yes.
yeah. Or,
And you see how many people are dependent on those things.
Yeah, a lot of people depend on
A
welfare.
lot of hurt bags.
well, it's not just so much like just actual welfare, but it's actually the welfare state where the government started taxing and started forming, like mostly in the 70s and 80s, is where they started the healthcare system.
You could say it's like a backbone of the economy. That's
Basically,
where it started.
yeah.
So it's, you know,
Yeah.
the circle goes around. Make sure not everyone's broke at the same time.
Yeah, so that's it for the 60s. And basically how I'm gonna, I guess, portray this in the fashion show. Gonna dress in like a military outfit, because that's what basically...
Were you in the war? You were in the Vietnam War?
I was in the war. I got my uniform
No
still.
way.
Yeah.
People did you shoot at?
Listen, well, a few.
He's got a couple.
Mostly I
strikes.
just hid in the bushes, that's why I'm still here today.
He was assassination. He was assassinated.
No.
Sergeant.
Yeah, show some respect. Alright, so that's it.
Good work, Sergeant.
Yeah.
That was good.
Up in the 70s, you guys haven't noticed?
Yeah, flower power child.
That's right. For the fashion show, I thought I was going to do the big hair, dress shirt, the vest, and the bobo jeans.
Oh yeah.
Probably with some flashing dancing shoes,
Oh yeah.
just like in Saturday Night Fever. Just watch that show.
Yeah.
Sure. That represents a lot of the, I guess, the hippie movement.
The high top shoes. Yeah.
Those are some good times.
That works. Huh.
All right.
What is that big? You gonna have long hair or?
Big hair.
Big hair. Yeah, no, big
Bigger than
hair.
this.
Sleek blog.
Blow dry it.
All right.
So these are your normal clothes, right? You wearing? I seen you wearing that yesterday. You
The
came to
best.
my house yesterday. You're wearing that.
Oh yeah, I did.
This guy wears it all the time. So I don't really. Yeah.
You got the potential of growing an afro too.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
I don't know about that.
All right.
Sounds good.
It's pretty good.
Is that as good as it's gonna get?
Yes.
I guess so. What kind of social changes did you hear present? Like what happened here?
Oh, there was the hippie movement.
The
right?
hippie movement. Rock and
Disco.
drugs, disco.
And there was a huge spike in LSD usage.
That's right.
It's a
Senseless.
Heroin.
And it was actually widely accepted among most of the people in the 70s.
In the 70s are when all the border laws were made too.
Woodstock!
Woodstock.
Can't forget Woodstock.
Yeah, you can't forget Woodstock.
Good music.
Yeah.
Good music.
Did you go to Woodstock?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you remember any of it? No?
The attack on Nam. 70s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Vietnam.
Why didn't you get,
I did go Nam. It was flower power.
Yeah.
The peace
Nice.
movement.
peace movement?
Nice.
I'm stuck in the 80s. So, just like anything, 80s was one of the greatest decades. The biggest thing was sci-fi. Sci-fi blew up in the 80s. We had great films like Back to the Future, Alien, all those kind of films. You know, we had the dawning of the new age of Star Trek films. We had the beginning of the personal home computers. It was so awesome to see
Oh, yeah. I
that.
remember
Start
that.
off, home computers. We had the glam rock, you know, the rock guitars,
bands.
the cool hair, you know, like me. Like, I love this hair, but unfortunately, you know, now
You gonna
it's-
cut it? Come
Yes, I
on.
will.
I think you have to fashion.
My outfit is
Yeah.
actually going to be a professional Bill Gates look.
All
From
right.
IBM, Microsoft. You know, I like the professionalism. I like the, you know, the style. Everything's going to be just great. Unfortunately, my beautiful long locks here are going to have to go, but
That's
I'm
gonna hurt.
doing
That's
it.
gonna hurt.
I'm doing it. This is the new age, the 80s progression. It's a beautiful thing. We got so much more to come, you know.
You're already in character, man. Look at this. Look at these.
Aliens, you know, extraterrestrials were big in the 80s,
Like
you know.
E.T.
E.T.,
Yeah. E.T. was
Galileo, Madonna,
Yes.
fucking
Alf.
Michael Jackson.
Alf
Yeah.
was
Oh
the
yeah,
big
Michael
show.
Jackson.
Yeah, Michael
Yeah.
Jackson, you know, just beat it. You know, so the
What about
80s,
that?
we're
What about
setting the
that?
standard here for the business and for the future. Professionalism, that's our thing. 80s, rock on.
Alright, so I decided that for the 90s I was gonna wear a Power Ranger t-shirt, my favorite cartoon character, or my favorite show when I was a kid, and black jeans, they're not really skinny. And if you see in the equation here, t-shirt plus jeans equals 90s. Now some things that happened in the 90s are, we have the beginning of the grunge, so like Nirvana,
Yeah, all the grunge bands.
yeah.
All the rebel bands and stuff. Huh?
Yeah, you know, Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old Kurt.
And then we got the Blue Jays winning the World Series.
What? They actually won?
Yeah.
Twice in a row. I know. A Toronto team. that
I'm
won.
still back in time a little bit.
Wow. Then we had the Gulf War.
We had the Gulf War. The internet first started. Remember the dial-up?
Yeah. Totally changed the way we all communicate till this day.
Yes.
I don't even know, man. Now they just got wireless. And
Yeah.
I don't even know what dial-up is from that channel.
Yeah, well,
It's
this
not
is your
fun.
newbie.
Yeah.